Hello, everybody. That's right. Today, we're back in my kitchen and we are going to cook again. I don't know if any of you have ever heard of football before. I have not, don't know what it is, but I do know that traditionally on the holiday that we call Football Day, we make dip. And you know what I like? I like dip. I like to make dip, I like to eat dip. Anything that has to do with dip, I'm about it. So I'll tell you what, I'm gonna make 2 different kinds of dip today. As you all know, I have not cooked since Halloween. I have not cooked not even once. That's not true. We are going to make a 7-layer dip. Maybe it's only gonna be 6 layers. I don't know. And then we're also gonna make a buffalo chicken dip, but without the chicken. We're gonna leave that out entirely. Who needs it? So I have made layer dip before. I've made it vegan before and everything. It's real good. Love my layer dip. It's supposed to be a 7-layer dip. Sometimes I put 5 layers though. Sometimes it's 6 layers. You put however many layers you want. You leave some out, you add some new ones in, you know, that's layer dip. And I have never made buffalo chicken dip before, and I've never eaten it before. I've never had it in my life, but I am going to try to make it. I've read one recipe online and I'm gonna follow the one recipe that I have seen, and I'm just gonna modify it to be vegan and delicious, I hope. I don't know, we'll find out. I've never had it before. We'll fucking see. We'll find out together, I guess, right? So first off, we are gonna start by making delicious layer dip. Let's go make dip. Let's make dip. Dip. My lovely layer dip is going to go into this glass pan that you see right here. This lovely glass pan. It's maybe, what, like a casserole dish? I don't know. That thing. My layers are going to be refried beans, sour cream, salsa, cheese, olive, green onion. Here we have 2 bowls. You must open a can. We got a new can opener since the last time I made a cooking video. It works well. It's better. Use any utensil to put your beans into one of the bowls. Bean. Good bean. Save utensil. Another utensil. Put your sour cream into a different bowl as well. All of it. Put that spoon there too. These beans need taco sauce. Pour the sauce. Any amount of sauce. I don't measure it, I don't know. He gets taco seasoning. A bunch. The whole thing. Next you stir your boys. Good mushy beans. When your beans look more like dog food than they already did, then they are ready. Stir the other boy. You can poke him. That's ineffective. You stir a different way. At some point you'll be done mixing. Next we are going to put all of our tasty boys into the casserole boy. Beans first. All of the beans. You spread them. Good layer of bean. Next we do our sour cream goo. All of it. This is our aesthetically pleasing empty sour cream bowl. You spread your sour cream out on top of the beans. Try not to disturb the beans while you do this. They are easily disturbed. If you do disturb a bean, remember that it's okay and it's not your fault. There is no need to be afraid. Sometimes you have to use your left hand to get into the small nooks. Sometimes you can use your bean fork to help get your sour cream. There. Next we have medium salsa. We use medium salsa because I am a little bitch. Now you have a cool jar that you can keep in your cabinet with all of your other jars. Sometimes instead of regular utensils, you can spread out your salsa with a measuring spoon, and that's okay too. Always remember that the salsa is the prettiest ingredient and that's why it has to go on the top. Next we have our vegan cheese. This one is good. Fail at opening the bag really horribly. Just mangle it. Hold the mangled piece out of the way while you shake your cheese onto the top. That's quite a lot. Arrange the cheese. Allow the cheese time to cry at the loss of its fallen brothers. Find a cutting board and the largest knife that you can find so that you can slice your olives because you are too poor to buy the already sliced olives. I sliced each olive into 3 pieces, but you are free to live your life however you choose to. Sprinkle precisely 13 olives over top of your delicious bean dip. It is important that the olives look aesthetically pleasing and that none of them touch each other at all. When you are satisfied with the arrangement of your olives, please move on to step 11. We didn't buy sliced olives, but we did buy pre-sliced green onions. They are ready to eat. You can eat them now if you want to, or you can put them onto your bean dip. I am choosing to put them on the bean dip. Our dip is now complete and can be stored in the fridge for an amount of time. To satiate yourself in the meantime until you can eat the dip, lick the bowls. They're delicious. This is what our layers look like from the side. They are somewhat well defined. Here you can see a green onion on the counter. Over there's a piece of cheese. Ignore those. For our next dip, I have to consult a recipe. So I will be following the first recipe that I found in the results of Google when I searched for buffalo chicken dip. It says to use a crock pot at the end, but I'm not gonna do that, so we're gonna use the oven. I set it to 420 degrees. I don't know if that's correct, but it's what I'm going to do. There are no instructions on here for how to do it in an oven. Apparently, you would only need to put it in the crock pot or the oven to melt cheese over the top of it, but since I'm gonna do that tomorrow, I won't need that. So I'm just gonna cook the dip in a skillet. Tomorrow, I'll put the cheese on, but I guess you won't get to see that. I'm really sorry. So let's get started with our dip. So for our buffalo dip, we have Frank's Red Hot Sauce, vegan cream cheese from Trader Joe's, vegan ranch dip from Trader Joe's, and Violife cheddar. 2 bags of it. I don't know how much we need, but I have a lot. First things first, that's a skillet. So we are going to set our skillet to medium heat. Open your sauce. The recipe says 3/4 of a cup of hot sauce. So that's half a cup, and then that's 3/4 of a cup. Oh, that's good. Oh, it's hot. Ah, it's hot! Now I know the hot sauce is already hot, you say, but we do have to heat it on the stove according to our recipe, so that's what we're gonna do. At some point, your hot sauce will start to get even hotter, at which point you add in more ingredients. Struggle to open your ranch. It's very difficult. It's incredibly difficult to open, but make sure you do it over your hot stove. There, we opened it. We need 1 cup of ranch. You can kind of pour it. We're just eyeballing. It's fine. Little extra for good luck. Oh, he's dripping. Make sure to get it all. Next, we add 2 whole packages of your favorite vegan cream cheese. I like this one a lot. It's a lot easier to open than the ranch, which is a benefit to it as well. Another one. See if you could get the whole thing out in one go. I can't. Smack it a little bit. If it jiggles like this, you know you're doing a good job. You have to stir it until it's blended. You can squish your cream cheese a little bit It looks delicious. If you're like me and you like jiggly food, this is a good recipe for you to make. Give him some of this and some of this. Aw, yeah. This is what the marble in Minecraft looks like. It looks exactly like this. If you had a solid cube of this, it would be a pretty good replica of Minecraft marble. We want him to be smooth. See, he has some lumps? That won't do. He bubbles a little. We're gonna turn him down to a lower temperature. Obviously, I don't want to make a mess. Ah! Oh no. I don't like him doing that. We are gonna measure out a cup of cheese. We'll add in a cup of cheese. I can't measure this. We're adding in some cheese. We're not measuring. We're just getting it in there. That's plenty. That's a bunch. We're gonna stir it in. The cheese also needs to melt. It's definitely smoother, but still a little bit lumpy, but maybe that is all right. I don't know. Oh, it says cook stirring well until well blended and warm. Maybe it doesn't get completely smooth. All right, I mean, I guess that's it. Maybe it doesn't get completely smooth. We're calling it done. So I am gonna try our dips real quick before my camera dies. Starting with my delicious layer dip. Oh, I'm so excited. I broke the chip. I broke the chip. Oh no. Okay, that's the best I can do. Mmm. Oh, it's so good. That's my favorite fucking dip. I love that so much. That is so good. This shit right here, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. So good. So good. And I didn't know what I was supposed to dip in buffalo dip, so I got these crackers. They say light and buttery, but there does not seem to be any butter in them, like actual butter. I'm gonna eat them. All right, here we go, my first buffalo dip. That's really good. Mmm. Oh, I like that. Okay, I get it. That's good. Hell yeah. I would definitely make this again. I would make this again. This is tasty. I'm having a little more. How have I been living my life without this? Why didn't anybody tell me? Hello? And I mean, I know you guys won't get to see me putting the cheese on top and throwing it in the oven, but my plan is just to do that. Put cheese on top, throw it in the oven. I'm keeping it in the skillet and everything. It's gonna be very easy. Not a whole lot going on. Just melted cheese on top. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you liked watching this video, make sure to like it. And if you like watching me do things, make sure to subscribe so that you can watch me do things again. Bye! Don't ever speak to me or my sons ever again.